What's going on, YouTube? Got an interesting topic for you today. Actually, it was a request from one of the subscribers. He said, can you do a video about people comparing themselves to other people? Some people call that keeping up with the Joneses, right? Your neighbor gets a new car, you have to get a new car. Your neighbor goes out and leaves the home and leaves the house and sells it and goes get a bigger house, and you have to get one across the street, bigger than their house. And before you know it, it's like a competition thing. I know people like this. People who they buy their kids a car, then now all of a sudden it becomes a major priority for you to buy your kid a car. And what's going to happen is you're going to drive yourself insane. You see, first of all, you have to ask yourself a question. What is it that you're mimicking? Just because a person has a BMW parked in front of their home doesn't mean that they are wealthy. It means that they can pay a $500 to $600 a month car payment. That's what it means. And maybe to pay that car payment, they have to struggle. Now, here's the thing. When one looks at themselves and they make priorities and goals for themselves, not for anyone else, that's the best way to live life. You see, my goals won't be your goals. Your goals won't be my goals. But your goals can be higher than mine. And if you set out every day to achieve those goals, you could be on track to succeed, to more success than I could. You know, it doesn't matter about the other person. All it is about you. You see, keeping up with the Joneses and comparing yourself to others, all this does is just create jealousy. Creates this evil thing called jealousy, where your friend goes off and buy a car, and then all of a sudden they leave the table and then you start talking about them. Who cares? I don't even want a new car. People talk about me because of things I don't portray or the things I supposedly don't have. But that's great. Because one thing I do have is that I've built myself a solid financial foundation, right? I've passed most of Dave Ramsey's steps, and I'm moving in my direction that I want to set for myself. There's no stress. You know, if I don't do what I need to do for that day, I just tell myself, Abdul, you got to do better tomorrow. I'm not going to put extra stress because you don't have all the information. That's the biggest thing. You don't have all the information of people. You know, you watch these shows like Beverly Hills, Housewives or whatever. Like one dude committed suicide on the show, and everybody thought they were the rich and the famous. And rich and the famous don't have problems. So my advice is, guys, stay in your lane. Don't worry about the left and the right. What's going on with Susie? What's going on with Charlie? Don't worry about that. Worry about you. How can you be a better person? How can you set your own goals and achieve them? So, I want to end it as that, and I guess I would ask the question is this. How does this play in your life? Do you know someone who is keeping up with the Joneses, or are you a person that is always competing against people when there was no competition even stated? You just kind of put it upon yourself that she had this, I'm going to get this. He had this, I'm going to get that. Think you got it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this channel. Please subscribe, and until next time, signing off.